What is up, yo? It's your boy Winston Wolf. I'm back. I just want to do a quick video. Yes, the air conditioning is on. No, I'm not shutting it off. So, last night after another long marathon day at work, I get home. I want to watch something. I don't want to scroll through a bunch of endless movie menus. So, I busted out a DVD of an underrated classic, and that classic is called Killing Them Softly. And no, I am not talking about the Roberta Flack song or the awesome remake by the Fugees. That's Killing Me Softly. Killing Them Softly is a movie by an awesome director named Andrew Dominic from New Zealand. Don't hold it against him. But he also directed Chopper and The Assassination of Jesse James by the Robert Ford. Both excellent movies. And real quick, let me talk about Chopper. Because a couple times a year, some idiot will come up to me trying to act like they know about movies. And they're like, you ever seen Bronson? And by Bronson, I mean the movie that stars Tom Hardy. And I'm like, yeah, I've seen that pile of hot garbage. It's just ripping off Chopper. You could tell the people responsible for Bronson, they saw Chopper, they wanted to make a movie like it, and they completely ripped it off. Pretty much everything about that movie. So if you like Bronson, check out Chopper and see the real thing. After seeing that, you're not going to want to watch it. But I thought Bronson was terrible. The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, it's just a straight up good movie. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing with your life? But anyways, Killing Them Softly came out in 2012. I remember the first time I saw it, I watched it on bootleg. It was probably because it was late at night and I was stoned, and I didn't really think much of it. I was like, But it's one of those movies that I waited a couple months, I watched it again, and then I got it. Kind of like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I didn't hate the first time I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but it just, to me, I was like, okay, this is kind of like Jackie Brown level, because I think Jackie Brown is Tarantino's weakest film. And the reason I think that, a little side note, is just because I think that's the only project that he's done besides, directing ER or whatever it was. I think that's the only movie that he's done where it's not his material. He took someone else's material and then adapted the screenplay and all that. So that's kind of how I felt about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But a couple months later, went back and watched it. I was like, this is genius. I don't know why I didn't catch it the first time, but that's how it is with this movie, Killing Them Softly. You might not, if you're not a movie head. I mean, I'm a movie head, and still the first time I saw it, I was like, eh. But you might not get it. So it might take a couple times. But that might just be me. I might just, again, I was probably under the influence. I was probably dead tired. But this movie, straight up, I don't know how it didn't win a bunch of Oscars. First of all, I love that we're getting these foreign directors that they understand what the U.S., what the studios and, people in the U.S., the producers and everything, what they want. But they don't conform to that cookie cutter style. They still keep their unique cinematography, directing, and all that. So... And this is another one of those cases. For instance, Andrew Dominic uses slow motion in here. He doesn't just use slow motion to be like, hey, it'll be cool if this guy's walking in slow motion. No, he does it so that you can absorb everything that's on the screen at that time. And it fits perfectly. But Brad Pitt puts, an amazing performance in this. I think this is his best performance. I think this performance is better than the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood performance, and I believe he won an Oscar for that one. Hands down, I think this is the best thing Brad Pitt has ever done. That and Benjamin Buttons. I don't care what you say. I love Benjamin Buttons. That's a great movie, great performances. Shut your face if you don't like it. But Ben Mendelsohn, I think that's how you say his name. Just this guy. You can give him any role. You can give him Krennic from Star Wars. You can give him a loser heroin addict and Killing Them Softly. Anything. Any end of the spectrum. He's just amazing. This dude, I don't think he's won an Oscar yet, but man, you know what I'm saying? He's no spring chicken. You need to start giving him his flowers now. Scoot McNairy, another person that just, for some reason, has not gotten the props that they deserve. He gets work. He gets great work, he gets quality work, but just the fact that people do not know this guy's name, that he isn't a household name, it's a shame. Scoot McNairy is amazing. The only thing I saw him in that I didn't like was that first Monsters movie. Everything else, from *Halt and Catch Fire* to, Frank, just everything he's in, this guy, even Batman vs. Superman, his little role in that. He takes the little bit that they gave him and he makes it memorable. He's just awesome. But the number one thing about this movie that I love is James Gondolfini in this, because we never got to see him do a, Tony Soprano in a movie. We're getting the Sopranos, the Mini Saints of New Jersey, I think it is, coming out this year. Super hype about that. I'm hoping maybe there's some unreleased footage from him doing Sopranos that they can edit up in there for something in just some kind of creative way. Maybe in the beginning of the movie, him and Uncle June or somebody talking about Johnny Boy Soprano or something. Just something that would be awesome, just to have one glimpse of James Gandolfini in it. But with this, since we didn't get the Tony Soprano movie, this is the closest you're gonna get. He's pretty much playing a version of Tony Soprano in this, and it is awesome. Every scene he's in, even though he's playing a mess and he rambles on like I'm rambling on now, it is the best rambling you've ever heard. This dude was born to be an actor. The subtleties of his acting, just everything that he does, like all the nonverbal stuff, I'm telling you, James Gandolfini and Ian McShane, both of these actors, they need to, when people are taking theater classes and any kind of acting thing, they need to give them a heavy dose of James Gandolfini and Ian McShane. These two are the master of every aspect of acting. Masters. But Killing Them Softly, I'm not going to get into the story just because I just think you should watch it and just absorb every scene as it comes. You shouldn't be prepared or brace yourself for anything. This movie is just great. It's not a big spectacle. It's just a beautiful piece of art. And it's a crime movie, which is a lot of crime movies, they, the whole art aspect, the whole beauty aspect, you don't really see it a lot. Maybe in like The Godfather or something, when they go over to Italy, you get to see, all the beauty that Italy, stuff like that. Yeah, but as far as the director creating the beauty in a crime movie, you don't see that a lot. And in this, you definitely see it. It is a beautiful film. It's beautifully shot. The acting, the editing, just everything. I think Killing Them Softly, it's definitely I give a dog bone rating, 0 to 10. It gets more than 10. And I know I do this a lot for stuff I like, but I mean, it deserves it. This gets 10,000 dog bones. And again, the fact that this didn't win Oscars, I mean, if it did, it was probably, one of those BS Oscars that no one cares about. But the fact that this didn't win Oscars, it just tells you that whole system, it's rigged, it's crooked. They don't really reward the people that need to be rewarded. Perfect example, Mickey Rourke not winning Best Actor for The Wrestler. Bam, right there. But Killing Them Softly, if you get a chance to check it out, I don't know if it's on any streaming services right now. I somehow had the DVD. I don't know how I got it. I don't know who would have brought it over and left it. But somehow I own the DVDs in some mysterious way, and I'm glad for it, because that's one of those movies. I mean, I have literally hundreds of movies, but that's just one of those movies when in doubt, and you're too tired to look for something, and you just want to see something good and something that's worth watching that you're not going to get an hour into and be like, why did I pick this? Killing Them Softly. Seen it numerous times. I will watch it numerous more times. It is an A1 movie. It is uncut. You won't be able to feel your face after watching it. If you do a gummy, you won't be able to feel your gums or your teeth or your cheeks. This is it. This is a whole uncut kilo of a film. Andrew Dominic, thank you for this masterpiece. This is your boy Winston Wolf, Killing Them Softly. Check it out. I'm out.